The topics on the show are highly opinionated and should not be replaced by medical or professional advice.
And we are starting the episode. Oh my god, it's been a little while. I may be nervous, okay? You're right. Hello and welcome back to Jeremy Short Specials. This is going to be a topic centered around poppers. But before we do, we are going to go over some risks regarding the use of poppers. If you are also under the influence of alcohol, maybe taking an erectile dysfunction pill for some fun, poppers can cause a drop in blood pressure, which can affect whatever it is that you took or is in your system, and it can mix and it may not be good. So just be aware that there are some risk factors when using this. So practice and sniff at your own risk. And before you start whatever thought you have in your head about poppers, let me just go over some of the history behind these magical inhalants. So what are poppers? Poppers, also known as isobutyl nitrite, is a chemical inhalant. I have my little bottle here to demonstrate. Actually, I didn't want to take this out until later, but it's a chemical inhalant that causes smooth muscle dilation of the butt, also the vagina, and also causes drop of blood pressure, mild euphoria, sensations of getting turned on, and just some good old-fashioned fun. But where did they come from? In the late 1800s to the early 1900s, amyl nitrite was used as a substance for treating chest pain or angina. It also treated mild seasickness. So at the time, people would inhale it in order for them to prevent any kind of chest pain from going on, or if they were on a boat, inhaling that thing. And as far as we know, there were pirates on that boat, and we know what butt pirates do. Between the 1930s and 1950s, something must have happened where people realized that sniffing amyl nitrite will cause euphoria and pleasure in some of the areas in your body. In the 1960s, nitroglycerin replaced amyl nitrite, so it reduced the medical demand for amyl nitrite, and therefore nitroglycerin was used in place of that. But during the 1960s, during the Vietnam War, a lot of GI soldiers used poppers or amyl nitrite as a source of drug use. It's because of the easy availability, small bottle, and also the bottles were labeled as antidote for gun fume. What kind of guns are fuming? Okay. And the soldiers from Vietnam who were using poppers brought this technique or brought this practice back to the US with them, which sparked an entire popper frenzy revolution. By 1969, a lot of people were sniffing poppers, having a great time in the bedroom, outside, just loving life. Then the US FDA made amyl nitrite prescription only, which prevented people from being able to easily get poppers. Because having fun is so bad, right, government? Just don't let us have fucking anal sex. Thank you. In 1976, the amyl nitrite solution was redesigned, and in order to make it a legal substance, it became isobutyl nitrite, what it is today. And it is sold as video head cleaner, what you can find it in most porn shops or head shops, whatever it is that you like to go to, as a video head cleaner, and not using the word poppers because technically they can't sell it to you because you're going to be using it for other stuff. And after isobutyl nitrite became legal, poppers started to be marketed as an air odorizer, and it would be sprayed in clubs during that time in order to cause a collective euphoria within the club. Just think about being in the dance floor and then poppers just being sprayed. This is going to be like one of the best nights of your freaking life. I wish we could do this now, for real. In 1985, during the height of the AIDS crisis, a research study was released that linked the use of poppers to the contraction of HIV, which has been proven wrong to this day. But the stigma still lives on that the use of these wonderful chemicals will lead to the contraction of something like HIV, because it makes all of us just want to fuck in our butts. But that's not true. Although it makes us all feel great, it does not cause, or is not directly linked to the contraction of HIV. In the 1990s, the gay rave scenes brought back the use of poppers in club scenes, and also heterosexual people started using them as well. So the girls started getting to know the use of these wonderful, wonderful inhalants, and they showed their boyfriends and maybe had a little fun, just like we had fun with our boyfriends and the boys. In the mid-2010s, internet porn and the expansion of the sharing of videos caused there to be a mixture of different kinks, and the birth of the popperbation, or masturbating using poppers, was created. And a bunch of these videos are actually out there on how to actually do this, and it is really interesting to watch, to masturbate and use these inhalants in order for you to just maximize that experience. And today, pretty much anything goes. I mean, if you are going to be using poppers, it is at your discretion. Remember the risks that I mentioned before we started talking about everything. And also know that you don't need to do this. This is a personal choice, as if you want to choose apples and somebody wants to choose oranges. And you don't need to do this during sex. Some people I know, do this for fun, hanging out with friends. It just causes a euphoric reaction in your body. And it can be used pretty much for any occasion. So use your imagination. And if you're going to be using it in the bedroom, please be careful and communicate. In Canada, it is banned, but in the UK, it has been decriminalized. One of my favorites is called the Double Scorpio Love Potion. If you can read that. It doesn't smell like that typical, chemically smell. I'm going to be just demonstrating what happens when I do it. And these are legal, guys, okay? And if you want to sue me, I don't have a lawyer, so let's see what happens. Mild euphoric reaction. There we go. Sense of euphoria. I am so ready to get right now. Wow. Woo, what an experience. What an experience. This little bottle is amazing. So there it is. I'm Jeremy Spreadums, and I just inhale poppers for the show, just to prove to you that you can inhale poppers and still be all right. Should I do another one? I'm just going to do another one. Oh my God. No, it's not that instant. Hold on. OMG. Oh my God, seriously. I am the runway, please land on me. Wow. Euphoria. That's the only thing that can come from these. Okay, so I hope that you develop your own perspective on this. I hope you learned something today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so. No obligations. This is just a random dude posted about sex. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys another time. Bye.
This is Jeremy's Sex Talk, Season 2, baby.